You know, what scares me more is, will I ever find love again? Oh, well, I'm sure you will. I'm sure everything's going to be perfectly fine. Look. Okay, fine. You did an honourable thing. You saved some woman and that. You saved some... How old was she again? I believe she was 21, 22? Right. So you saved her. Okay, hunky-dory. You slept with her and then you left her. No. Won't do that. Won't just upright and leave, but I did tell her that I couldn't stay. I told her about everything that happened. I told her how I became as I am now. I told her how I ended up on a space station. I told her how I ended up through a crack going back in time, and yes, this is back in time, by the way, it's in the past. And I said how I had to go and save my younger self, and that I couldn't stay in this time. Though I did say that when I do go back to the present, that I will find her again. Oh, nice sweet little love story. Can we get back to me now? You know, I'm surprised I haven't passed out in the pain and agony I've had to suffer. And also, how come this took you all 4 hours? Her house was an hour away? Right, so an hour there, an hour back, that's 2 hours. Okay, fine, got that. How long did it take you to get to the pub? About 15-minute walk. And the rest of the time you were supposedly at her house. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and she gave me some bandages and stuff to help you. How come she has this stuff? It's just procedural. Everyone seems to have an emergency med kit here. Now, I'm going to have to remove the bit of shrapnel. And it's going to hurt. Just get on with it. Alright. You can hold my hand, you like. I'm not giving birth. No, but can calm people? I don't know. Anyway, just think of something else. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Come on. It's bleeding. It's bleeding out. Just calm down. There, hold that on. Hold that on. Keep the pressure on. Go on, keep it there. We're doing fine, come on. See, you're gonna be fine. You're just gonna be perfectly fine. Oh God, I feel dizzy. I feel dizzy. I need somebody to shake my mind off the pain. Like what? I don't know anything. Something shocking, I don't know, or any... Oh, something shocking, alright, here we go. Why the fuck did you do that? Well, it's just one of your things, you kind of snog people. It's just kind of like... Yes, but why yourself? Well, isn't it less weird if you do it to yourself? Ugh. That's why I got some of your fur in my mouth and... Ugh. Bit of blood as well. Or is that off me? Ugh. I'll get it subtract you enough. A little bit. But now the fact that you've reminded us, it's now pain again. Yeah, well, it doesn't get any easier from here, I'm afraid. So what's going to happen with that girl anyway, with, Dorothy? What's that happened with her? Oh, don't worry. She's going to be fine. I hope. But I've got to leave her. Anyway, she did give me something else, though. This. Or these. There we go, I just gonna hook them from the backpack. Space helmets. Yep. Put it on. Have a bit of help. Alright. There you go. I'll put mine on. Whoa. Come on. Ah, yes, is that better? Is that better? Audio's being broadcast very clearly. And I've also got it linked to my phone for the podcast saying, you and that bloody podcast. Well, you gotta make your money somehow. Anyway, let's go. I thought we crashed. I thought this thing was just buckets and bolts. I never said it was buckets and bolts. No, things seem to be holding up just about, yes. So, you ready? As ready as I'll ever be. But how are you going to get me home? I have no idea. But you know what? I'm going to give it my best go. So come on. Off to get you back and save Tom and Billy and hopefully maybe stop this crack and close. Doesn't sound as good like that. I need something shorter and snappy. Just get on with it. Alright. Thingy. Yeah. Let's do thingy. Mm, 23-year-old me, we seem to be shaking a bit. My leg is hurting. What do you want me to do about it? I can't exactly stop it. The engine's a bit damaged, we seem to be shaking around, but hey, everything's going to plan, right? We don't even have a plan. Well, just the fact that I'm thinking of one. Besides, I haven't heard you come up with any good ideas as of yet. I don't know. Well, exactly. So just trust me, we're going to be high, get through this. This is a bit bumpy. Now, it's very important I enter that crack at the exact same point that I entered it. Why? What will happen otherwise? I don't know. Either we might be destroyed, or we might be sent to a different time, a different place, or possibly both. Oh, goody. And what about me? Because I can't exactly skate in the future forever. Well, true. I don't know. Hopefully you might get flung back to where you came from. So this is all based on a hope you're having. The hope should be a good thing, the hope. Whatever, just hold on to the hope. Oh, goody, that's going to fill us with confidence. I'm a bit sick. That's not something you want to do when you're wearing a space helmet. Well, the fact that I'm in massive pain because of my leg, and also this thing is shaking around like there's no tomorrow, yeah, I think I'm gonna be probably sick. I just can't. I don't know. Think empty thoughts. What? Think empty thoughts. Like, just imagine there's nothing in your stomach, you're completely empty. There's no food or any substance inside you whatsoever. How does that help? Believe me, when you've been drinking as much as I do on some of these days, it does help stop you vomiting. If you believe that there is nothing to vomit out. So I am also an alcoholic. No. Well, I mean, when you do drink, you tend to drink too much, though it's not an addiction. I mean, I haven't had a drink in about a week-ish. And that's just because of pure choice. Poor choice or lack of opportunity. I could have grabbed a bottle of beer from that pub, but I didn't. Fine. Look, can I tell you something? Well, you're me, so I don't know, I might already know it. But go on, please. I'm terrified. Literally, I am terrified myself awake here without screaming my head off. Look, I don't blame you. It's a lot for a 16-year-old to go through. And even more for a 23-year-old. How the hell does that make sense? Just believe me, it does. Also, how am I meant to explain my leg? Time heals all wounds? I don't know. What time of year is it where you're from? Well, it was the 27th of July. 27th of July, let's see, you're 16. Yes. Our family's going away on holiday. Yes. Without me, because I didn't want to go. Exactly. You've just got to hide it from them for a couple of days, then they go away on holiday for a couple of weeks, and by that point, hopefully he'll have healed up enough. Yes. Wait. What? It's weird. It's sort of like I have sort of vaguish memories of it, like things I can't really think of. I don't remember those 2 weeks at all. I just remember they went away and then they came back, but I have no idea what happened during those 2 weeks. It's just, I don't know, it's sort of a blur. But, seems to possibly be coming back to me. So wait, so maybe I do forget these things. I don't know, probably it seems the most likely point at this stage. My mind just feels like it's on fire. Flooding memories from the past. As we get closer and closer to that crack. Oh, my head. It's just things just popping into my head randomly. Like, we sat on the settee and just binge-watched all 7 seasons of Futurama in one go. Oh, wait, sorry. No, not all seasons. No, because, spoilers, by the way, there'll be 7 seasons of Futurama. See, how many was it? It was all the episodes that were out at that point. I can't remember. Wait, there's only going to be 7 seasons of Futurama. Believe me, it's better for it to end when it does, rather than just limping on forever. Like Family Guy and The Simpsons. Particularly Family Guy, which is clearly trying to get itself cancelled, actively trying to get itself cancelled, yet still not getting cancelled. But I like Family Guy. The later seasons, the new ones that they're going to do in the next decade and throughout, you'll really, really not believe me. Even you'll eventually wake up to it and see how shit it all is. Any more words of encouragement? Oh, yes, Tropicana isn't actually real pure fruit juice. It is, although they add so many preservatives and that to it that they take away the flavour, and they just bring back the flavour using a concentrated flavouring thing, which has tons of sugar in it. So lay off the Tropicana. And drink what? I don't know, I'm assuming Don Simon does the same thing. I don't know, get an orange squeezer? I can't afford nor justifying paying the money for an orange squeezer. Yeah, you're right, we never had an orange squeezer. Look, is there any point of this? I mean, are you going to remember it? I don't know. But maybe you need to think about it. Me? I'm fully well adjusted by this point. Really? You seem very, very well adjusted to me. Well, more adjusted than you'll be, I don't know. You still got time to grow. Time to maybe change. Anyway, that doesn't matter now. We're entering the crack. Can't really see anything. Hopefully I've got this right. I'm just going on based on the information that the autopilot seemed to gather from it. That must have been the way. Oh, look, up there. Look. Up there, see? Look, there's like another sort of ripple or crack just above there. The top wing must have hit it when we went through. And maybe that's where you went from. Really? Well, that's the only thing I can make sense of right now. So, if you hit it again, maybe, just maybe, you'll get sent back. Or something else will get sent in. Dunno, but it's worth a shot, isn't it? Yeah. Look, I'm sorry for being a bit negative, a bit disagreeable. You're 16, it's expected. Yeah, but we don't really like other 16-year-olds, are we? What way? Well, the only two people we ever seem to hang around with are Billy and Tom. And even then, we don't really hang out with them outside of school. Yep, I forgot we were right loners, weren't we, at home? And mostly at school as well. Yep. But does that all change? I mean, you might as well tell me anyway, because I'm probably going to forget this. But when I'm 23, does it all change? You know, do I get a proper social life? New friends? I think if you take away anything from this is keep close to the friends you've got rather than try and make new ones. So I guess that would be a no then. Well, you do end up having some fun nights with James Blunt. James Blunt? I only ever listened to his first album, Back to Bethlehem. Heck, I wasn't even aware that he was still making albums. He is. In time. Or forward. You'll go back. Or forward. Oh no, this is hard thinking about things and listen to it all. And then you'll finally see where he's coming from. Because at the moment, you're just listening to the lyrics. But you're not properly understanding them. I mean, even if I can, what the hell does that mean? Well, to you at the minute, the lyrics of songs are just words. They're just catchy rhythm kind of things. But with some of them, you just don't get the meaning behind them. Well, do songs have to have a meaning? No. Some of them can just be, just nice beat and rhythm. But a lot of songs just tell a story. And they just tell of a way that someone's feeling. When an individual writes a song, it's generally very personal to them. It's written from a place of their experiences, from their point of view. And maybe sometimes that point of view will resonate within you. Wow, I really do turn really hipstery, don't I? It's not hipstery. It's just, you understand the meaning of that kind of stuff more. Besides, it helps when you're performing it. How? According to you, I just mimic the voices perfectly, so whatever tone and acts that they do, I'll do as well. But it's also in the facial expression. It's something I didn't realise until now. Facial expression? People come here to listen to the music, not look at your face. But if they see the struggle and the passion on your face and that, they'll connect more with the music. Besides, you wouldn't want to look bored, solemn, or uninterested, would you? I guess not. Well, we're about to touch this sort of sub-crack section. Time for us to be parting ways. Well, it was an interesting experience meeting future me, but, well, actually it was a very painful one, physically and mentally, and also possibly a bit sexual in places. Tell you what, there's only the point where I'd probably give you some more advice than that, though it's pointless because you're not going to remember it. Tell you what, why don't you give me some? Me give you some? But you're the older one. Yeah, but sometimes you forget your childhood, your teenage years, and something that you might have learnt then. And it might be useful now. So, got any words of wisdom for old 23-year-old you? Yeah, never forget what happened when you're young. Not too shabby, me. Not too shabby. Actually, quick, you better get up and stand in the same position that you were when you entered here. Right. See, well, I guess this is... and gone. Well, I'm still here, so I guess it must have worked. Don't worry, I'm alright. Unfortunately, at that point, my phone stopped recording. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to tell you what happened next. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the live treatment of the podcast just before, but unfortunately, the phone stopped recording, and exactly, I didn't have time to start recording again, so I'm just going to have to recap you on anything that happened after this point. So anyway, I made it back through the crack. Hooray! Perfectly fine. A little bit bumped in the head and necks in all places, but yeah, seemed to be okay. Anyway, when I got through back in the crack and I realised I was back in my own time, I also realised something else. If the autopilot was offline, then surely all the tracking devices and that were also offline. I mean, sure, these space pipes would be able to see me, but if I managed to send out a signal to USP, maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to come and rescue me, and Tom and Billy. I quickly scrambled around, looking for the user's manual again. There, found it, with an eagerness and slight relief. I did look through it, and, well, I actually just guessing what I assumed would be the stress call sequencer. I did what the instructions told me, and prayed that it would work. Anyway, meanwhile back on that space pirate ship, Tom told me that the captain was a bit pissed by this point. Not drunk, he was just angry.
It is a good thing that your friend has returned. I was getting impatient.
Tom then replied with, so, when Donfrey gets back here, you're going to let us all go?
If he's still alive.
Meanwhile, back in the escape craft, I was watching as the space pirate ship loomed over me. Their ship appeared bigger to me than it had before. Maybe because this time I knew I was in trouble. But regardless, I had to continue. It wasn't much longer before I got caught in that tractor beam again and brought aboard. I was then unfortunately greeted by the captain.
So you made it alive. Believe me when I say I am so happy to see you.
I approached the captain face to face and then exclaimed, well, I'm clearly alive in one piece. So you know that pathway through the crack is safe to go through. So now you can let us all go. The captain then paused and thought to himself for a minute.
I did, and I am a man of my word, but while you may have survived in one piece, your craft did not.
Oh, I said, that was nothing to do with the crack. I just happened to lose control when I got through and crashed.
Yet you came back.
I came back for my friends.
Very honourable. Ha! I can appreciate your loyalty in your teammates.
They're more than just teammates, they're friends.
Yes. Still, I would like some assurance. So why don't we all go through the crack together?
Me, Billy and Tom then felt a sudden urge of unease, and that we would never truly be free from him. But, just at that minute, a USP ship came into radar, and immediately shot out the engines for this pirate's engines on their ship. I don't know, how do you explain it? At least I'm assuming it was the engines. That's what the pirates seemed to say. So it worked. The message must have got through. While all the other space pirates were running around like headless chickens, the captain wasn't having any of it. He grabbed the gun that had been on his belt and raised it up at me.
I do not take betrayal very well.
What I thought would be my last moment would actually be a moment that I would appreciate for quite a while. Billy and Tom both grabbed the shoulder of the Space Pirate's captain and thrust him to the ground. Tom grabbing the weapon as he fell and then pointing it towards him. I just looked at them both and smiled. I couldn't really think of any words to say of how happy I was. Shortly after that, USP boarded the ship and took all the Space Pirates prisoner. It was nice to see that they were following procedure that we'd put in place for them, or rather, went to go and get it to be put in place from their benefactor, who I guess was now also our benefactor. We were also greeted by Commander Spats, who for the first time ever we were actually pleased to see. I approached him and said, "So it worked then? You got my distress call?" Commander Spats looked at me puzzled and said, "Distress call? No, we never received one from you. But we knew exactly what time to be here by." "What? How?" I said. "How does that make sense?" Commander Spats gestured for all of us to sit down. He then asked me to tell him and the others everything that had happened when I went through the crack, and so I did. I could see on Commander Spats' face for the first time that a bit of sympathy towards me had been given. He then said that years ago they had received a message with details of exactly what to do when the crack opened, and that they should send me, Tom and Billy off so that I could go through the crack. I then obviously asked Commander Spats, "Who sent the message?" Commander Spats then looked me dead in the eye and said, "Dorothy."